My name is Jason Leggett. I am a social studies teacher at Newcomerstown High School. One of the cool things about my classroom is it's a blended classroom, meaning that we mix traditional learning with online learning. For the online learning, one of the tools that we use, or that I use, is a program called Moodle. It's a content delivery system, or a CDS. It is an incredibly powerful system that allows me to give text, audio, video, and different types of assessments, whether it be a more traditional multiple choice, fill in the blank essay question, or we can do journal entries, which are kind of extended response answers, and forums, threaded discussions. There's a lot of things that I can do with Moodle. I would like to go ahead and show a little bit of how Moodle works. The web browser that I like to use is Google Chrome for my education purposes. It just seems that it's a rather stable browser, and on top of that, the majority of our in-school technology is through Google. All right. Here is Moodle. Moodle is a free open system, meaning that there's no cost to it. You can run it from your school. In our instance, we use a server that is just for Newcomerstown. So it's very difficult for anyone else to get to this actual Newcomerstown Virtual Academy. Once you log in, you can see a couple of courses. I'm also a member of another fellow teacher's course, government. I have my economics course here and my world history course. For this, I'm going to go ahead and show you world history. It just tends to be it's a more polished course. Once you get into the world history course, you're able to see a little picture, a course description. I also give general questions and answers. This is a place where a forum where kids can go in and ask questions that they may not have asked during the day. I try to look at that nightly. You can see the different types of activities that I have, maybe a daily jump start, my pre-diagnostic assessments, post-diagnostic assessments. Also, you can tell that this is grayed out, which means the students do not have access to this. Right here are the different chapters that we go over throughout the year in the course. All right. Some of this is open to them. Some of them we do not go over. For instance, Chapter 8, that's not a chapter that we went over during this year, so they do not have access to any of this information. To give you a better idea of what the students look like, or what this looks like to the students, I'm going to give you the student view. This is all that's open to them. And this is what we've covered throughout the year. Currently, we're going over Chapter 13, which is the Great War, World War I. As you can see, there are 4 different sections to this chapter. Each section takes us somewhere between 4 and 6 days. So we have spent about the last month on this chapter alone. This is where the students will get the majority of their information or their content. This is done in text form, but there's a lot of powerful tools that I can use that a textbook cannot give them. One of the tools I can use is read aloud.
At the turn of the 20th century, the nations of Europe had been at peace with one another for nearly 30 years.
This allows me to give kids certain modifications. If I have a student that has an IEP and they have a reading goal, this will allow me to give a modification. They don't necessarily have to read this, they can listen to it. As you can see from this page, the text-to-speak is on all of the text. So a student would be able to read, or at least listen to, all of this. Another powerful tool that I'm able to use is the introduction of video. This is something the textbook cannot do. This is going to extend the lesson and allow the child or the student to have a better understanding of some of the concepts within the reading.
The rise of nationalism is key to understanding how World War I comes about.
Also, Moodle allows me to do instantaneous formative assessments. I'm able to ask questions that are designed specifically to get what, in my view, is the most important learning outcome in this particular page. If a student answers this question incorrectly, they will not be allowed to move to the next page. By not being able to answer the question, no, try again, the student will be prompted to say, yes, I would like to try that again, and to come up with the right answer. Some of the other powerful tools that Moodle allows me to use would be other types of formative assessments, like a lesson review, a short open note quiz that allows me to gauge whether the student has mastery of this particular set of learning outcomes. I can give this in the form of true or false, extended response, fill in the blank, or more traditional multiple choice. I can also see what students would write in a journal entry, answering questions that I will later use as essay questions on tests. Moodle allows for a lot of different powerful tools that can be used as a content delivery system. Truth be told, I've used a number or have tried a number of different content delivery systems, Google Classroom, Genio, Edmodo. However, I have found that Moodle gives you the best balance of content delivery, assessment, and student engagement. Really quick tutorial on the content delivery system Moodle. It's a lot more complex, and I didn't show any of the editing tools or how you actually build any of these lessons. Truth be told, Moodle is kind of a pain to build. It takes a long time. There's a lot of prep work that has to go into it. However, once Moodle is built, once you have built your lessons within Moodle, it is an incredibly powerful tool that allows students to independently learn, but easily to bring back into a more traditional classroom-wide discussion, group work, whatever suits your classroom. I hope you enjoyed this short presentation on Moodle. I would like to thank bensound.com for the free copyright-free music that has been played in this podcast. Thank you.